Hello everyone and welcome back to my US Diary official YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thomas Forrester will learn the depth of the teen Brooke morale in the family. Ridge Forrester tells his son that Eric Forrester has been pushing him to reunite with Brooke Logan for months. This sets Thomas off. He cannot believe that, after his parents eventually reunite, that his own forefather would work against them and aim to break them up. Ridge tries to explain it to Thomas. He claims that Eric believes that Brooke is his fortune, and he should stop fighting it. Ridge may indeed try to say he doesn't feel that way, claiming he loves his mama and plans to marry her. We aren't sure when Ridge comes clean with Taylor Hayes about Brooke. It should be soon, but they could save that for the November reaches. Thomas decides to defy his forefather about his support of his pater, leaving Taylor for Brooke. He cannot believe that Eric has laboriously tried to end their relationship. This position of poking blows his mind. Thomas asks Eric about his support for Brooke and Ridge, specifically why he colluded to ruin his relationship with his mama. Eric tries to avoid the question, but ultimately comes clean. He believes Ridge and Brooke are fated to be together, and the briskly he breaks up with Taylor, the easier it'll be on everyone. Eric doesn't mean any discourteousness. He cares deeply for Taylor. She's a awful person, just wouldn't be suitable to make Ridge as happy as Brooke. This easily dislocates Thomas, who remains determined to cover his parents' relationship by any means necessary. It's doubtful Thomas will reveal this discussion to Taylor. Hill's solicitude she'll horrify about the forthcoming marriage. But he'll presumably call his family, Steffi Forrester. He might tell her that he doesn't know how to stop Brooke from manipulating their pater. Eric is on their side and keeps hounding their pater to leave their mama for Brooke. Thomas will do anything necessary to keep Brooke down from Ridge. He refuses to let her destroy his parents' chance at happiness. Thomas Forrester's return will put a real mute on Hope Logan's love life. Right now, she feels caught between Carter Walton and Liam Spencer. Hope was ready to commit her life to Carter. On paper, he's the perfect man for her. After learning Liam's cancer was fake, she wonders if they should give their family another shot. To add a wrench in the formerly complicated dynamics, Thomas will return and throw Hope for a circle. Hope begins to admit her passions for Liam. She adores Carter, and she believes he'd make an awful hubby. She has such a deep, complicated history with Liam. After Liam confessed his passions for her, that left Hope more confused than ever. Hope knows that Carter expects them to marry. Carter not only verified he wanted to marry Hope but prayed her to plan the marriage ASAP. He's further than ready to begin their life together. Hope looked nervous at her fiancé and informed him of her plan to visit Liam at Bill Spencer's home. It's coming down to the line. Hope must make a decision on which man she wants to marry. Liam placarded his love for Hope, telling her he wanted to marry and put their family together. Hope couldn't deny that she wanted their family back. Still, she also has a deep connection to Carter. Thomas will return to Los Angeles in early September. That's only a many weeks down, giving Hope plenitude of time to decide between Carter and Liam. This could play out in several ways. Hope will probably walk down the aisle with Liam or Carter, depending on who she decides is better for her future. Whoever she decides will have a problem on their hands when Thomas returns. Hope and Thomas have an unshakable bond and could prove to be trouble for whichever man she plans to marry. One thing is certain: if Hope marries Liam again, he'll know that Thomas could destroy his relationship with Hope. It would force a war between the men, with Hope caught in the middle. At Brooke's place, Carter listens as Hope tells Liam she doesn't want to spend any further time piecemeal. Our future is together. She cries, I love you. I'll always love you. They embrace as she sobs. At the door, Carter snoots in pain and gashes over. In Forrester's design office, Daphne flashes to advising Carter to cover his heart against Hope breaking it again. Brooke walks by and says she'd like to talk to her about Hope and Carter. She warns that they still love each other and nothing or no bone should get in the way of that. Daphne smirks. At the Precipice house, Taylor tells Steffi that they will deal with Liam's impending death as a family. Finn reiterates that his woman isn't alone in this. Steffi stresses that Liam needs to be girdled by people who love him. He needs to tell his favored bones. Finn thinks he just needs further time. Steffi wonders what if he doesn't have time. Steffi asks Taylor if she thinks she did the right thing telling Hope. Taylor understands the need for sequestration, but Hope demanded to know. Finn backs this up too. Steffi thanks her mama for her support. They've to admire Liam's wishes other than Hope, no bone differently can know. Finn reveals he's had cases who decided to die alone. The families were devastated and felt wronged and betrayed. Liam might be wrong, but he isn't alone. He has Steffi and Hope to help him face what's coming. Steffi's sensations that she and Liam had so numerous UPS in Campo, but they were eventually musketeers and were co-parenting. It's not fair. Taylor says Liam is loved by a lot of people and has 2 beautiful daughters. Steffi says, who'll grow up without their father. She's still sad and angry. Liam doesn't earn any of this. He needs to grow old with them and find love. None of that will be because he's dying. At Brooke's place, Hope asks Liam if he wishes Steffi hadn't told her. He says no, he just wishes they'd had further time before she looked at him else. Hope wants to cherish the time as much as possible, knowing it might be limited. Liam muses that people don't have as important time as they suppose they do. They've to make the utmost of it. He wants Hope to be happy and have someone to grow old with. Someone who can give her everything he couldn't. Form your relationship with Carter, however, happiness will follow, if you forgive him. Hope wants Liam to concentrate on himself. He teases that would drive him insane. He's alarmed, but when he thinks about others and their happiness, it helps. It gives him peace. Hope tells him he's inconceivable. Liam regrets hurting her the way that he did. Hope says it's in the history. Liam explains part of chancing peace is dealing with his once miscalculations. They flash back when they first met. Life was simpler back also. That Liam, he no way could have imagined all the suffering he was about to put you through. Hope says they hurt each other. Liam says it's true. The way she used to look at him is the way she now looks at Carter. He urges her to find him and tell him how she feels. Hope complains that Carter betrayed her. Liam says the details don't matter. The wrathfulness and resentment are meaningless if she still loves Carter. She does. Liam warns her to repair effects before it's too late. At Forrester, Daphne tells Brooke she respects her defending her son's interests. Carter storms in and wants to speak to Daphne. Brooke says she was just telling her Daphne that she believes he's the man for Hope. She urges him not to give up and exits. Daphne knows commodity is wrong with Carter. What's it? Carter prodigies, how can my instincts be so long? She asks, what happed? He smothers, Hope happed. He can't be there right now. Wherever he's going, Daphne will go with him. You can't be alone. Carter and Daphne arrive at his garret. She notes he hardly spoke on the way there. Did commodity be with Hope? Carter says every relationship he's had has ended terribly. He's the common denominator. She argues he's a good man who hasn't set up the right person yet. The miscalculations he's made don't define who he is. Carter appreciates how important she cares about him. He just allowed. Hope watched too. He was sure there was a light at the end of the lair. Daphne asks, "You don't feel that way presently?" Carter flashes to what he eavesdropped her saying to Liam. Daphne hates seeing him in pain. She was hysterical. Hope would break his heart again. She has a history of going from man to man. Daphne wouldn't be surprised if she goes back to Liam, the father of her child. Carter nearly blew up his entire life for Hope. He went to war with his stylish friend for her, and she just tossed him away like he's nothing. You were right, Daphne. You were right each on. At Brooke's place, Liam tells Hope that Carter loves and cherishes her, but that's not all. You're the only woman for him. At Carter's garret, Daphne tells him she's there for him. Now and always.